Hello there, my friend. We are together again for our card of the month, which for October 2023 is the Death card, which really shouldn't be a shock because we are in a time when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world thins, when we can draw even closer to those who have passed on from this realm. And I must say that October is my personal Black History Month, with this time of the year being when some of us commune and honor the spirits, commune with and honor the spirits. October feels more like a time in which I can, connect with my ancestors more than February, which is why this month I am using the Tazama African Tarot deck. It's published by Abusa Paw, which is a Black owned, take a look at that, a Black owned publisher out of the Netherlands. And video does not do this death card justice. On the card, according to the publisher, we have Alawin So, who was the chief of the Seraph army in the kingdom of Sinai, I believe that's how it's pronounced, which is now Senegal. And his image is from a postcard photo dated around 1907. The message I have for you this month is to use the death card's energy in two ways. You can use it in two ways. So first, as you know, the death in tarot signals a life and death cycle of anything, a time for things to end so something can begin. And the death card is signaling that this month you may have to face some choices about either what you need to end or perhaps what you need to acknowledge is ending. Now, an ending can be unpleasant. I know this, especially if you don't want whatever is going on to end. But that's not what I'm picking up for this month. What I'm picking up this month is it's something more positive in a sense, although it may not feel like it when you're going through it. Um, you may need to allow something to die, allow something that's not good for you to end, so you can make space for something else to begin. And that something may be better. Or instead of waiting on something to end, you may need to just end it yourself. Like, for example, maybe it's you talking down to yourself all the time, or maybe it's about playing small all the time. That needs to end. Maybe it's allowing folks to cross your boundaries all the time. Maybe that needs to end, or having no boundaries. Okay. Maybe it's a behavior or something may not be in your best interest, but perhaps you've been doing it for so long, you're just saying, screw it. So these are the things or issues that you can work on ending this month. Now, with the death card being a major arcana card, we're also talking about um, something that may have an influence, maybe even an outsized influence on your overall life. So, mentioning again the downing of yourself all the time, using that example, it's not just, or it may not be about just the day-to-day act of talking down about yourself. It may be about getting to the root of that behavior and removing it or coming to terms with the source so that behavior can end, maybe getting in touch with that source. So that's the first way of working with the death card this month. Now, here's the second way, okay? Um, if the process of ending something or accepting that something is ending is difficult for you, try asking your ancestors for help. As I said, the veil is thinning and they're closer. And the thing is, they don't have to be your direct ancestors. If they are, that's fine. If you don't feel comfortable doing that for various reasons, which I do understand, then choose your ancestor, someone you admire, someone whose life aligns with yours. our ancestors can help us with this task of ending what needs to end because they've done it. They've literally done it. When they passed through that process, that actual process of dying taught them how things end, how things die. They learned it. They're pros at it. So this is the other way, you can work with the death card, asking for help from those who have passed on. Now, using myself as an example, as like how do you do this? I just talk to my family ancestors the same way I talk to them when they were here physically. Now, that's just me. If that ancestor now is not a member of my DNA family, I respectfully, introduce myself and then I ask for help. Now, if you want to do a big ritual, maybe offering items the ancestor likes, like food or whatever, feel free to do so. I just keep things simple and just ask, if they're not busy, could we talk? Now, I then try to get a sense of if it's a yes or a no. Now, for me, as a yes is when I don't get a no. A no is I hear something high pitched and I can't explain it, but I hear something high pitched in my head that's uncomfortable, or I get a chill in my bones. So there's that. But if I get a yes or I sense a yes, I just tell them what's going on. And then I ask if they could lend a hand. I keep it simple. Okay. All right. So this month, there we go, the death card's energy to focus on, what's ending or what needs to end. And if you need help, ask the ancestors because they have the knowledge, they have the skill, and they're really close to us right now. Okay? All right. So that is it for October. I will see you next month. And until then, take care. Bye. And look at that card again. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just gorgeous. Okay. Bye.